And so begins our journey. I'm just going to put the task manager on because the game's stuttering a bit. Let's make our way. Okay, so this is interesting. Shift to run around. The thing that I'm not looking forward to in this game is exploring. I'm playing this because it's a bit more linear than it's used to. Shout out to Adam, shout out to Alt-TY. Hold control to harden. Harden prevents harm from attacks, but is broken. It's sort of a... Shout out to Callum, shout out to Jibin. It was the next tip. Shout out to Ijaz. Right, this sword feels good. Shout out to the Lion of Dubai. The stream's going pretty well. So, while attacking, with hardening at different times. So hardening seems to be the game's go-to block mechanic. Oops. I am getting decimated. Is this game going to be this hard throughout? Because I'm struggling. I suddenly realized why this game isn't that big popular. Alright, so whenever I watch gameplay footage of this game, it always seems like people can't play this game, but I've just realized the game is not designed very well in terms of avoiding damage. Shout out to RP Team Jota, Liz, Grimps, and Hadil joining the stream. So it says I could harden while attacking. Oh, okay. A very interesting function. Can't wait to get my first shell. Acquired an item. Mortal token. Wheel up. Quick item. Use inventory, consumables. Okay. I have no idea what I just did. All it says is that I've somehow managed to make this familiar to myself. This hardened mechanic is a BITCH. Run, 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 run. This is not going well. Lock on. I've got to lock on. Is this supposed to be a fight that I'm supposed to die? It's just one of those first fights that you have in games like this. Consumables. Oops. I got a bad feeling about this. Welcome, Marcel. Walgrim, where a muted dweller ponders his faith. Of course, I am that person. Ian, please make sure you hit the like. Thank you. Then, please give me a heart on the stream, thank you. Shouldn't have used the function. So, what is the... Pagao and Luxy, thanks for joining the stream. Please hit the like. I have to say, I'm really enjoying the atmosphere of this game. I enjoyed Lord of the Fallen because it goes back to the horror roots of the Dark Souls games. And this just takes it to another level. Please hit the like button, thank you. Welcome Steve, welcome August. SD, please hit the like button. Gotta say, not a lot of folks hitting the like just for charity, at least. Okay, that feels smooth. Try this again. Light, light, heavy. And try that out. Time for my first shell. so this is an unknown shell. Has no name. It looks very smooth though. Okay, so I just wasted the mushroom in an attempt to see what it actually do. Roma, Giza, hit that like button. Thanks for joining TENEBRAEL Gaming. So I can technically farm mushrooms. Right, so there's a few things I can do. Let's go explore what's inside there. Hopefully, a save point. So our generic hero makes his triumphant entry into the Temple of Doom. Because this is... oh, hello. We have a friend. So this is our hub. Hello, sister.
Pray, what wayward spirit beckons? I shall name you Foundling, and you may call me Sister Janessa. You're uninitiated in the Rafird's mysteries, I see. What a curiosity you are, wearing a man like a shell. You've awakened him, but you know nothing of him yet. Fetch me one of his mementos, and some tar too, and I'm sure we can stir up some recollections. Of course, first you must find his name.
Right, let's sip the divine tar. So seek name. You must discover this shell's name to awaken its power. This needs 250 tar. Did I do it?
Brigands pointed us toward the temple. Shunned by the devout, their allegiances lie to those who are fatah, or spirits. They entertain themselves with drunken antics or violent cruelties. They know better than to attack us. But they followed us at a distance, hoping for scraps.
Not sure what's upstairs. Have we been there? Oh, hello. There's a merchant. Very ugly ass merchant.
My, oh my. Aren't you a rare specimen? Rather dashing in that curious attire. And what of on the inside? You must be a gentleman. Certainly not one of those boorish fanatics. Welcome then. I'll warp some tea. In the meantime, why not take a look at my wares?
Right, so those are the other shells, it seems. so there's a few shells around. Which one should I go for? That's the one and only. That's Solomon, I think. That's the one that everybody recommends. The one with the crown is the king of tanking, I believe. Oh, wait. This looks familiar. Oh, I might be able to come across Solomon very soon. Time for my first shell. So this is an unknown shell. Has no name. It looks very, very smooth though. Oh yeah. Looks like I might be able to grab. I spoke way too soon. I was supposed to see. Well, goodbye Gollum. And hello Solomon. Not my proudest moment, of course. Let's go. Okay, that's something. Shell. So I had the shell itself, but hadn't unlocked it. So
the Ovets made promises of an end to war and human suffering. Promises all were desperate to hear. Myself not least, for I'd seen my share of tragedy. I scratched my name in their book, swearing myself to the deathless doctrine. My armor clattered on the ice as I knelt before them and asked myself if I would ever be worthy.
cool.
I waited as the Ovate prostrated herself before the altar. Something shifted. A shadow moved just at the edge of my vision. I turned my head but I only found another corner of the empty cavern. The wind picked up, and the ovate raised her head. The martyrs are here, she promised. They say that beyond the ice, the old world is preserved. No war, no famine, no suffering. Eternal peace, shielded by their unwavering sovereignty. A lineage that spans centuries. Why should I not be counted among the privileged? The impoverished souls waited for judgment. Their heads were bowed, lips moving as they recited the martyr's hymn. My blade fell upon the first neck, but bone and sinew held fast. By the second blow, the remaining devout fled into the dark.
Is very knocked down, which too close for my liking. Time for the next shell. A new shell has been inhabited. New shell. If I can hide behind this one, I can see much going on. Oh. Okay, he doesn't have much poise. More damage on this guy. I like it. Glitch is actually helping. Alright, let's go. any of these mushrooms I can get through to kill the guy. Lives inside a icy part of hell. Ruby99, thanks for joining us. Zan, thanks for joining us. Right, so I managed to stagger the guy. Too bad, big boy. Strategy, ironically. Not the strategy I like, but I need to use. Did I just point him in? Yeah, did I poison? Poison anybody? Did I poison him? Tell me. Is there a chance I can poison him? I was supposed to actually be able to poison him. I'm beginning to realize why people use the little hammer with this guy instead of big boy sword. Even though it suits his aesthetics better. Did I miss him from that range? What a stupid game this is sometimes. There's a crackling sound. What was that? That was not good. Perfect, I can eat a few mushrooms at the same time. Same time. That's good, that's good. You can stack up with the mushrooms. Alright, so it's a game of patience right now. I need to make sure I'm patient with this one. I managed to not lose my survivability so far. Okay, so it seems I cannot stack up on the rats. I can, however, stack up on mushrooms. Vegans rejoice. You have on the day. Right, here we go. Not the best idea when you've got a lock on. Okay, once again, my strategy of trying to get him from a distance is not working. Why not for joining us? Why not join us if you're bored and listening? Don't you just hate it when the game suddenly decides to make more sense? Like collision detection stuff in the boss fight doesn't do it throughout the game. Oh! Let's check out this joint. Survive. I am stressed out right now. I don't even like this game. I actually don't like this game. Oh wait, I did like mushrooms. That goes. That's not a mushroom, right? She's rotten food, I think. Some rotten food left. It allegedly restores some health. I haven't seen 1 HP restored yet. Stressed out. Welcome, Radim. I thought your name was Vladimir for a second. Ooh, yeah, buddy. Let's go. That's how it's done, boys. That's how it's done. Say that, but kiss my behind. Whoa, why is the place falling apart? Whew. Damn. Skin of my teeth. works. Let's go. Heal ourselves up a little bit. Ooh. Took quite the reach. Alright. Goodbye, big boy. Unfortunately, this game doesn't have a sneak attack. The Souls games. We did it. We did it. Give yourselves a round of applause, folks. Shout out to Sinead and Robbie and Johnson, Jensen, Paolo, user 6314 and Ellie Leach. Rests within it. As we didn't get good at, as I say. But this big, is this a big sword? So, now, as much as I enjoy that animation, seems you get the same exact animation for the other weapon bosses as well. It would be nice to have something that's reflective of the boss I'm about to face. Uh-oh. That was a waste. Hit and run, come on. Ooh. Shout out to Chuck who just joined us. Right. Shout out to Paul who's just joined us. Okay. Rolls never miss. Try this is better. These are better than the rolls. Oh, it did not use the skill. Oh, I need two of them, do I? Right, so but I'm not gonna have any more chances, so I have to be careful here. Ooh, that was a bad idea. Really bad idea. out to, I don't have a second chance left. Shout out to Ragnarok who's just, oh no, no. Well, I'm dead. Thanks for joining us, Paul. Thanks for joining us, wonder what that's a prefix to. Thanks for joining us, Ragnarok. Welcome to TENEBRAEL Gaming. Okay, so we have a strategy now that's a bit better than... Oh. All the warm fish, not this time. What? My spacebar stopped working for a moment. I've seen a lot of swings on that blade at the moment. I don't know. I really hope there's a stab animation on those big swords. Alright, so... Ooh, this is tense. This is an old school joust, boys. Shout out to Wes. Thank you very much for joining TENEBRAEL Gaming. We have Lexo5. Don't forget to hit that like, please. We're gonna aim for... Last time we had 63 likes. Today we're gonna aim for 100 at least. Dot has joined us again. He joined us last time as well. Thanks for joining us. Why is... So, technically I can get him a few times before I need to dodge again. Okay, nearly 50%. Alright, he's getting a bit aggressive now. Shout out to Stephen UK. Glad to see somebody joining us from across the pond. I wonder if it's worth shipping damaging them while they've got the shell up. So, seems if I dodge I can do a follow-up heavy attack, but that's not actually... Not sure how powerful that is. Shout out to Bob Henry. Ooh. This is tense. I nearly had a perfect run as well. I'm really hoping that did not expect that double attack. Finish this in style. Who's ready? Who's ready for the style? The wall's back under it anyway. It's gonna do this. No, that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to do this. Let's try it again. This. Woo! Shout out to Esme. Right, there's gonna be something. Knocked out, not good. Okay. Go, go, go. no, that's too close. Heal up, let's go. Goodbye, let's go. Okay, myself.
Sip this and you'll see.
That somebody in the gate. I think it looks huge. Let's go fight the hammer dude. Let's go. Thank you, Little, for joining us. Don't forget to drop in some discounts for me. Okay, let's use the usual strategy. Oh, he's quick. Sorry. Don't die. Okay, don't. All good to see my buff stays. One in time. Let's go. Oh, this guy is too quick. Goodbye. Let's go. Collected everything now. Shout out to Motivated Minds. tattered vessel. Whoa, is that a bird? Chain of bird?
That's better. Thank you. It's been so long since anyone raised a hand toward me in kindness. You seem different, untouched by false truths. Unfortunately, I have little to offer you, save for that tarnished seal in your hands. A small gift, but I expect you will find it useful. Would you grant me another favor? Deep within the temples of the devout, you'll find the sacred glands of the revered. Bring the glands back to me, so I can extract the true nectar, just enough to heal me. Perhaps you too can use it to free yourself from this wretched land, before you end up like me.
Old prisoner has gifted you tarnished shield. I just talked him out.
You're back, empty-handed. I'm afraid I have little to offer you without a gland to prepare.
That stench. You've brought the fog with you. And something else. You reek of revered fluid, stranger. But you were not anointed. No. You stink of violence. Good riddance, I say. May they all rot, along with the sickness they spread. Perhaps we may have an accord? Depraved creatures hide in this mist, feeding on the lost. But it's not flesh and blood they delight in. They devour glimpses, reveling in the memories, savoring the raw emotion. Yes, as do I. If you can part with them, then the fog will come and go as you please.
I don't get it.
That you've brought the fog with you.
Fog comes and goes. I could awaken her.
You look parched, foundling. Curious how even a creature like yourself must endure the indignities of the flesh. Such burdens are discarded in these chambers. These disciples are a gruesome sort, but you must admire their conviction. Did you know that beneath their hoods and veils, there's nothing much at all? Just scraped bone and tattered sinew, packed with the sacred ashes. It has a certain allure. Asceticism is not far from vanity. Now let us sate your thirst. Unless you're also foregoing your primordial desires. I see.
Well,
The beauty of devotion is the excision of doubt. Its true freedom, unburdened by the fears of lesser creatures. Deliverance from guilt and shame. There is no need for the agonies of the living when ascension awaits.
Let's fight. How do I That's what I need. Literally and figuratively. Okay, so I could technically hit him around the pillar. Not sure if that's a good idea. Expect that. Okay. Oh, no. That was bad. Goodbye, you loser. Do I use this? Extract a gland. So we got ourselves a bargain.
You found it. The sacred gland. I knew you would. Careful now. It's a fragile vessel for the divine. The devout squander these gifts, letting them rot. They dwell in the revered temples, but waste what remains of their precious offerings. You must endure another temple, arduous though it may be. Once you return with another sacred gland, I will infuse your tarnished seal with another gift.
Infused tarnished seal.
I thought you'd been eaten by that creature in the tower. If you enjoy hunting in the fog, I can call it once again. Simply bring me a glimpse. Any glimpses at all will do. There's few pleasures quite like a glimpse of another life. You can get lost in them, forget your own troubles. Sometimes I forget which memories are mine. But no matter. They are mine now. Do we have an accord?
Alright, let's awaken the sis.
Do you feel them? The enshrined wait, watching the Immaculate for thousands of years. They will not stir until the Ascension. They wait for her to deliver them. Here, drink fully, warm your bones.
I really need one more glimpse. Oh. Just realize. Let's go.
Don't overindulge.
The sacred rites remain closed to me. I'm unworthy of the venerated nectar. But I will prove myself. These sniveling rats who bow and scrape will never be enshrined. They have neither the will nor the strength to accept the deathless doctrine.
Oh, there's bodies inside. Interesting.
sacred gland. Truly, you're blessed, foundling. That gland contains the true nectar, the most precious sacrament. Each drop holds both transcendence and transfigurement. Rare is the soul brave enough to extract such an offering. I'm afraid I'm no longer fit for such work. The rite of extraction requires deeply pious hands, though perhaps deeply blasphemous hands would do.
My true form. What is my true form? Crystalline form, I guess.
Once I was in awe of the knowledge contained here. But it was a fool's errand to try to catalog the contents of this library. The devout keep searching, endlessly hunting for a revelation, even as they're surrounded by madness. Keep your eyes ahead, foundling. Do not stray among the teetering stacks. You'll only delay the inevitable. This place is teeming with madmen who drank until they drowned their senses.
My vision blurred and went opaque. The whiteness consumed the world, leaving only a vague memory. I felt hands guide me, ushering me away. Something sharp slipped beneath the plates of my armor. I swung out wildly, but my limbs grew heavy as cold crept in. I stumbled and fell, claws searching for the seams between steel and flesh.
Perhaps it's time to make some new memories?
How to get it? Oh, then me. Alright folks, the time has come. Time of judgment. See if we can take down this guy and get ourselves our last gland. So very nice. Like unlimited arrows. It's easier to do hit and run in the second phase, it seems. Okay, so I'm guessing the Siamese is gonna die. Should make life slightly easier. Now. I wonder if this restores second chance. We did it. The end is nigh. Oh, it's a mutated tongue. Cancerous mass of gnarled tissue. So hopefully I can somehow return now to the base. Return me home.
Yes, you've done it. The sacred gland is yours. Perhaps it was always yours. If you manage to extract the true nectar, be wary. Sip slowly. I remember a heretic who drank deeply. He took what wasn't his and gulped it down greedily. He was unrecognizable afterward. Another man entirely. This was his reward and his penance.
Wait, I went to slip right? We have made it. Let's go.
Perhaps it's time to make some new memories? You're not ready. Perhaps it's time to...
Last gland left. I think I'll check this out next time. Let's go.
That stench. You've brought the fog with you.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys. See you next time with TENEBRAEL Gaming. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll end this stream on a high note. Yes, we are this close to finishing the game. Goodbye. Once again, that scary music hits because we are pretty much at the end of the game, to my knowledge. Let's go up to Big Bird and let's see what he's got to say once we give him the final gland.
Who would have thought one so naive could endure such hardship to deliver this final plan? Yet, it is I who will ascend, and not those who are worshipped. Hand it over, and claim the honor to witness what's true.
So, to take away the... No, not. Okay, so this is continue. That's about 10 minutes gone as I'm still deciding what.
Stay back. I will not waste this divine gift. Yes. I feel my wings unfolding, body burgeoning, eyes opening as if for the first time. So, this is how it feels to be chosen to reign above the rabble. Pitiful maggots, bowing and scraping before their gods. Their lives unraveling one thread at a time into a pile of utter meaninglessness. Fate favors those who act, be it in their own self-interest or otherwise. Come forth and bear witness to my ascension. Bask in my grandeur. It's time.
Alright, so it seems like we're about to do it. I think this might be the last boss fight. Real question is, am I able to defeat this guy with my slow ass sword? I'm stuck with it so far. Let's see what we can do.
It's all wrong. moment over and over. Am I now to witness your ascension? Or will you shepherd me across the threshold? I see nothing now. Nothing at all.
Whoa. Finally did it. On extracting Dark Father's gland, you're given the choice to ascend. Ascensions means your time in the mortal realm. Ascend and begin again in Fulgrim. Should you choose not to ascend, save your data.
Perhaps it's time to make some new memories? You're not ready.
What an absolute ball ache this game has been. Thankfully, a very short-lived experience. There were some highlights, of course. Cannot beat this drip. As an example, yesterday's mission, I hated it, but it was also reminded me of Resident Evil. Yeah, interesting mixed experience. Anyway, thanks for joining me, folks. Don't forget to subscribe to TENEBRAEL Gaming, and I will see you next time with a new one.